Otep, Otep, greeting, buenos dias, buenas tardes, hola, good afternoon. Peace on earth, love and light to all. Send love to our ancestors worldwide from both sides, our parents' sides, mother and father, and child, nature, our mother Gaia, our father, the sunlight, the energy that we carry, peace, love, worldwide. This video today is going to be based on the crisis in humanity, the pain that young women, young men has been suffering for centuries all over the world. I felt it is necessary for me to talk about the sexual abuse that going on in our community, in our country here in the United States of America, Latin American, the West Indies, and Haiti especially the land of Haiti and our motherland, Al Kabulon, as you know, Africa. Ancient Kemet, the dark land, is everywhere. It's sad. It's critical. It is painful when a child, an innocent child, boy, girl, has been abused by the parents, sexually abused in our community, sexually traumatized by the family, and they keep happening over and over. No one care about it. Nobody talk about it. The church keep it quiet. The sanctuary keep it quiet. The community keep it quiet. The government keep it quiet. The priests keep it quiet. The priestess keep it quiet. The pastor keep it quiet. The lodge keep it quiet. The so-called Jewish community keep it quiet. The so-called Spanish community keep it quiet. The so-called Asian community keep it quiet. The so-called Asian community keep it quiet. The so-called European community keep it quiet. The so-called Indian community keep it quiet. The West Indies, the entire world, keep it quiet when it's so hurtful to the child that been molested by their own father, grandfather, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, the men that live next door to you, the woman that live next door to their parents, the friends, everybody doing it. And the babysitter, the driver, all of you sick. The lawyer, the teacher, the school where the children supposed to be safe, the church, the lodge, the elite, the Hollywood, the movie makers, the music industry. Wow! None of you care for these children. Some of them even getting pregnant by sexual abuse, and some of you take them to abortion place to kill that baby. Something that you guys can prevent not to happen in our community. You let it happen. Some of you living with a man just to pay the bill for you. You allow them to rape your daughter, your son, and you keep it hush hush. You keep it quiet because he's the one who paying the bills. Wow. Don't you know we all responsible for these children we brought to this planet? We responsible to protect them. We are responsible to care for them, not just feeding them with food, buying them clothes, buying them toys, especially a time like that, a time of Christmas, so-called Christmas, so-called a time of giving to each other, caring for each other, giving gift, exchange gift to each other. Did you ever think of sit down, concern, ask the children how things doing at home? It's not like you being in the business, the so-called caseworker, the so-called social worker. If you've been paying to work with the family, you can do better than that to protect the children not abused by the father, by the stepfather, by the brother, cousin, grandfather, by not letting them rape that child, the son, the daughter. You can do better than that. We live in a world with so much pain we cause to each other, so much disaster, so much traumatize to each other, things that we can protect, not let it happen to us. A cousin shouldn't be marry another cousin. It doesn't matter about bloodline. If you has culture, morality, civic, community, respect to one another, you should not be marry your own bloodline. It's sad. It is traumatized. I know most of you continue doing it. Even back in the day, that's what we saw happening. Our parents were married the first cousin. I don't know if it was because they didn't have other um, people in the community, or if it's something they were doing just to keep the bloodline not mixed with other bloodline, other DNA, RNA, or genes. I don't know. But we are in the time of understand the lies they've been taught to us from our community, the so-called guru, the so-called the chief community, the so-called princess, goddess, gods that claim they're doing the work of gods. All these lies were being taught to us when there was no such thing called God telling us what to do and how to do it, because it's all created by men from generations to generations. But enough is enough. It's time for us to stand up for ourselves, not allow our children to be abused by our community anymore, by our own father, our own mother, brother, cousin, priest, pastor, whatever, the school. It's time for that to stop. It's traumatized when a 5-year-old being raped by their own father, grandfather, brother, cousin. Wow, godfather. All of you don't have no idea the pain you cause to this child for the rest of her life. And you have no idea this is a karma you sent to nature that going to be repeatedly happen in your community, in your bloodline family, from generation to generation. Enough is enough. We are tired. I'm talking to all race, all generations, all background, all ethnic group that know what's going on in the neighborhood, in the community, and to keep it quiet, not talk about it. I know our government always looking for proof, but sometimes we need to take action more than a proof. If we find out a child being molested in the community, in the church, inside the house, we need a better education for these children to protecting them. I know there is mother that who will accusing the husband of molesting their own daughter if the marriage not if they're not happy in a marriage anymore. They may try to get the husband in trouble, the father in trouble. But if that happen, a case like that, we must doing our investigation, find out, not to be accusing anybody from both sides, but we need to find out if everything okay in the house. Sadly, sometimes they can lie to the children, tell the children to tell lies to the school, the social worker, the case worker, the teacher, to tell lies about the father, the grandfather, when things happen in the house, or if it's true or not. But we need to find out. We're living in a sick society, and it's not getting better. It's sad. No word to describe what's going on in this society, especially in the United States, a country that lost who they are as an American, as a native indigenous people that used to be in that land, that used to live as culture, morality, respect for the community, respect for nature. But we lost that since England came here, fought with our ancestors, take the land, destroy our indigenous people, stolen the land for themselves. Since back in the 1700s to this day, we've been controlled over a group of people that brought here to America, create their own government. England, Germany, we're still under England government here in the West. Nothing changed. We're still under the control. For some of you who call yourself American, you need to do your research. Who's control you? Who you paying your tax to? Who destroying this land here? You don't even have a culture. You mix with everybody like a bowl of soup. Everybody do whatever they want. No respect to one another. No respect in the community. No respect in the land. No respect for no respect to each other. No respect the way we dress. No respect what we put in our body, the way we speak, whatsoever. It's so sad. The way we live in this planet, a beautiful blue planet. Our mother, father, creator, allow us to live the only planet, the only university we can learn, build connection in that blue planet. None of you understand how beauty nature is. How to work together instead of murdering, killing each other for wealth. The more you guys have, the more you want. The more you have, the more you travel all over the world to steal and lying, stolen from the people that has less than you. When that's going to stop? When are we going to stop living in a barbaric time, in a barbaric age like back in the day? Enough is enough. Children of the earth, boys and girls, please start to speak out when you've been molested in your household by your mother, stepfather, your father, grandfather, brothers, sisters, cousin, the neighborhood, godfather, godmother, pastor, priest, the Freemasonry, the lodge, the church, the school, the mosque, the Jewish community, the synagogue, all of the above. Speak out. It's too much. The Asian men that rape, kill, murder our children worldwide. The Asian woman that like to keep secret when you know your man is whipping up your daughter in the house. You keep it secret because it has to help you pay the monthly bill. Enough is enough. The Asian men, that old men that go to Haiti every year to what? To pay 15-year-old little girl, bring them to the hotel to molest them, to rape minor underage boys and girls. Enough is enough. I know Asian people do that. I can speak for other countries, but Asian men here in the United States will travel to Haiti, Haiti on vacation to have fun with little girls, to sleep, to board them to the hotel when they left the wife, the girlfriend here in the state. They will travel to Haiti, okay, to molesting underage minor young girls. Nature see you. Nature see you. You're not gonna get away with it. It's an epidemic in Haiti. The same way the church, the non-profit organization, United States American, so-called American men will travel to Haiti, create organization, rape our children, kill them for body organ, body trafficking in Haiti, and they get away with it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The same way the old lady, old men from England, UK, go to Africa, Al Kabulan, having fun with our young boys, young girls. The old women think like our young boys make them feel young again, to have sex with them, to rape them. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm talking to you old women in UK, and you in England, in Britain, in France, in Canada, United States, Latin America, Brazil, Dominican Republic, China, all over the world. I'm talking to you. Enough is enough. Stop taking advantage of these children because of their lifestyle, because of poverty you create in their land, because you whip what they have. You whip the wealth, the resources for your wealth. You call them poor, and you whip them sexually, physically, mentally, spiritually. Enough is enough. We are tired. This is a message I'm sending to nature. This is a formal complaint to nature, to every race, every ethnic group that rape little boy and girl, that rape a young woman without consent, a young boy without consent, underage minor. I'm sending a formal complaint to our mother Gaia, our mother, our father, son, star, a positive energy, justice for these people in this land, peace in the soul, heal the body mentally, spiritually. I send love to all of you that being a victim. Myself, my daughter, also a victim in this society. from a babysitter. And I know many of you, every race abuse, especially some culture that want to have the daughter and the arranged marriage and circumcise them. African people still doing that. Circumcise the little girl. They have infection, so-called culture, to circumcise them before they at age to sleep with another young man with their consent. That need to stop. That needs to stop. Enough is enough. You have no idea the damage you are doing in this child, the pain you cause in this child. You have no idea. So-called, that's what your mother, your grandparents used to do. That's your culture. That's your community. You can do better than that. It's because your consciousness is so low. Your spirituality is so low. You have no feeling. You can understand the pain you doing, you putting in that child. The so-called, those of you call yourself spirituality, you who shaman, Hungan, Mambo, high priest, goddess, God, what you claim you're doing in this physical blue planet. You have no idea the damage you cause in this child. We all recycle here in our planet to have experience, to learn, to build, to finish our work. The work we didn't do in a past life. We recycle here. We volunteer here to work with Mother Earth, to work with our Mother Gaia, to help in this planet, just like our pre-aliens, starseeds, Lemurians, our ancestors did centuries ago. I know a lot of them been fought over war with each other, hate toward each other. I know it's a lot to be healed, but we are in a time now we shouldn't be continue hurting each other the way they used to anymore. It's time for peace, love, stop the war all over the planet to benefit another group of people. It's time to stop living like the peaceful some animals do live in a better peace than us as human. It's time to move up from the barbaric age, the torture, the killing, the biochemical, the genetic food we consume, the cloning we're doing on each other. It's unbelievable. Nature has enough for all of us. The murdering, the silent killer, enough is enough. It's time. Enough with the murder, with the kill, with the rape, with the hateful to on each other. It's time with the hate over different background, color, race. It's time to come together for us to live in peace in this planet. Other than that, we're going to be disappear on this earth. You're going to tell me, where are you going to stay? You won't be able to stay in other planets. This blue planet, Mother Earth, Gaia, the only planet You be able to learn, to change your mistake, to be better to one another. That's the only planet. That's the only choice in that 3D dimension. When you're on the 5th dimension and the 5th dimension, you won't be able to turn back. You don't have no free choice in the other planets. Your planet of free choice is the only Earth or planet here, which is moving to a 5th dimension, a 5D dimension, which is not a place, is a consciousness level, is a dimension of level. It's time for change, people. It's time to turn around, to protect one another, to care for one another, not to take advantage of each other. And stop doing the cloning, cleaning, killing underground, rape, body organ and children, growing up, young people, trafficking that happen all over the world, especially in Haiti, a country that in chaos since 1886, since 1806, who's been torturing by international government to this day, and still we in 2022 cycle, we still torturing, hurting from these governments worldwide, including the local, the people that so-called Asian, helping them to destroy our people. I'm crying out to Mother Earth. I need help to create peace in our planet. I'm sending peace, love, honor, respect to all of you. Peace on earth. Enough is enough. Young lady, young men, without your consent, even if you are 25, 30 years old, someone torture you inappropriately, especially if they rape you, you need to go get help. You need to find somebody you're comfortable you can talk with. Don't think you can get away with it without talking to somebody you can trust. Start create a community. Start create a bounty. Places you can talk. Places you're comfortable. Look for a government that help you with justice. Do not lie on anybody to put someone in jail, to lose the freedom for something they did not do. You must have proof. You must speak out. You must tell them the truth. You cannot accuse your father, your mother, your brother, your cousin, or the pastor, the priest, if they didn't do anything to you. You have to have the truth. You have to tell the truth. And you have to, right now, with the phone, you have enough technology in your hand. If anybody that want to take advantage of you without your consent, you have enough proof, enough technology, you can record in that person, even video that person while they were doing it. Because if you're already at war, you must fight to defend yourself to the end. This is my love to you. Speak out when the teacher, doesn't matter, man or woman, pastor, priest, the rabbi, the community, the church, the government, the Hollywoods, the so-called people that claim that's the culture, force you to marry to somebody you're not in love with. Speak out. Fight for your life. Defend yourself. Do not stay quiet. Speak. This is your right. That's your dignity. This is your way of to defend yourself. If you don't, nobody gonna do it for you. A lot of mother, father bring children to this planet. They don't like us. They're not happy with us. Especially some of us, we born to the planet. We came out physically more fit, more beautiful than them. We came out sometimes more genius than them. They don't like that. Speak out. You have mother, father, sister, brother that jealous over their own children, over their own brothers and sisters. So do not allow anybody to take advantage of you innocently. Speak out, speak loud, speak louder, call out, write in your report, write in a journey. Do not allow it to get in too far, especially sometimes your own family member rape you, you get pregnant, sometimes your own mother take you to have an abortion. They want to keep it quiet. They don't want the community to know. They don't want the church to know. They don't want anybody to know. Guess who's gonna be suffering? It's you. Before that happens, stand up, fight, defend yourself, no matter what country, what culture you are born. Enough is enough. Little girl, little boy, defend yourself because it is traumatized. It is something, if it's happened to you, you will not be able to get away with it mentally. It's gonna be a scar in your body, in your head for the rest of your life. Do not allow it happen to you. Stand up, fight, defend yourself, protect your community, protect yourself. Sometimes the police, the judge, the government don't have no answer for you. They will not give you justice when you've been raped by your father, cousin, sister, brother, the priest, the church, the community. If they don't have no proof, they're gonna tell you they cannot press charge. So in a case like that, you already know what's gonna happen, especially our government or cooks. If whoever did that to you, if the family have money, believe me, you're not gonna get no justice. So before that happen to you, you protect yourself always. Always. It's better to protect you before anything happen to you. It's better to do that before you sorry for yourself later. Peace on earth. Peace to all of you. I did one of these audio in Creole for Haiti because we have a lot of these problems in Haiti right now. Before, it was the colonizer that was raped our ancestors. Remember, in Haiti, we have the French, we have Spain, we have Britain, we have Poland, we have the entire modern European. We also have the Africans that was there and abusing us in Haiti. All of you know about the revolutionary Haitian 1803-04. We know the occupation of United States always in Haiti. Since 1915, you know the rape, you know the cholera they give us, you know the United Nations that give us cholera, you know of United Nations that rape our children. That if you go in Haiti right now, we have children with blue eyes and blonde hair. We have children that green eyes, blonde hair in Haiti right now as we speak. We're not in a time of slavery, rape anymore. Back in the day, in the 14th century, but voluntarily, we have those blue casket, yellow boots, always love to be in the land of Haiti. They create insecurity, but they like to be there to continue raping our children for cookies. So it's a chaos in Haiti. So I felt I have to do that video for in Creole for them to understand. Hopefully they get it someday. But it's also a disaster of children being raped every day, killed, murdered, body organ trafficking in United States as well. Every day, every single second, a children lost in the United States, especially in Hollywood. It's everywhere. It is chaos all over the world. I felt to make that video for in English and Creole for nature to ask for justice for the children that have been suffering worldwide. It's time for some of us to speak out to bring light and justice and peace in our blue planet. Love and light. Share the video, like, subscribe for other people to find that video. Peace on earth, love and light from Marie Lightworker Starseeds. Peace.